What's up guys, welcome to a new episode of Road to Dreamlife. Today, it is Tuesday. It's a free day for me, I don't have to go to school today. Currently, it is 10:30 a.m. I started this morning off with going to the gym. Didn't have my car today, so I had to go by bike, but it was pretty chill. Was a little bit rainy, but I enjoyed going on the bike and just sniffing the fresh air and everything in the early morning. After that, I just ate breakfast, coffee, just general shit. Also did my morning routine this morning. After that, I just quickly deep cleaned my house because my parents are getting home from vacation today. So yeah, well, if I'm gonna leave everything a mess, and that's not really good. So I cleaned everything, so that's nice. Today, I want to make things a little bit different because, well, some people have seen the video, that the people that have seen the last video, things haven't really been going well for my part. I've really been lagging a bit. I made a lot of mistakes, made a lot of bad choices, made a lot of bad things that didn't really basically didn't really improve my life. Basically said that I've just been a bitch for the last couple of, in my opinion, months. I remember all the bad days, and I remember that I don't really have had that lot of good days. And I know that I've said this last week also. But I've been thinking, and I've found some points where I've been slacking off. I look at the things that were standing in my way of becoming the best version of me. Basically, what are the things in my current life that are holding me back and that I can change? And I've been thinking about that yesterday, and I'm gonna read them out to you guys because that's what I'll be fixing for the next couple of whatever long it takes. But that's what I will be fixing for the future, so I can just get rid of that and basically live up to my full potential. So I've written down the things that are working against me in this book, and I'm just gonna tell them to you. So the first thing is phone addiction. I don't think that need a lot of words, but I'm just on my phone too much. I think my average screen time is like 5 hours a day. And that's just way too much. And yeah, some of that is for good purposes, but 3 hours plus in a day is just basically to get these little dopamine hits, and I want to get rid of that. Then we have the second thing, and that's not being able to move freely. That's purely because I'm training really hard for the marathon. Probably not with good form, or are just little muscles in my body that are just really weak and they start to hurt right now. I'm gonna go to the physiotherapist, and that will improve, but that just will take a little bit of time, but I'm working on that. Then we have bad mental health. I'm not 100% sure that my mental health is bad, but I have been slacking a bit with these mental health habits. So I think it can have a lot of improvement. And then we have a lack of discipline. This is something that I noticed when I started school, because I just have a hard time with going to the gym consistently, doing schoolwork consistently, learning consistently, editing the videos on time consistently. I just can't really put in the work and the work anymore that I could a couple of years ago. So in my opinion, my discipline has become too low. Then we have a lack of willpower. I think that is combined with the discipline, combined with the phone addiction. I just have a hard time with convincing myself that I should not be on my phone, that I should not do the bad habit. And so, in my opinion, I just have a lack of willpower. So that's also something that I have to train. And the last thing is I spend too less time with God. I'm a religious man. Well, I try to be a good Christian, but I am not. That's just simple it is. I sin a lot. I don't spend enough time with God. And I know that I don't show that often in the vlogs, but it is a important part of my life. And I just have to put in more time into that thing. So those are the things that are working against me. I'm gonna make a plan for every single part of that I have to fulfill, so I get rid of these problems. I'll just quickly show them in here after I did this little bit of talking, and then I hope I can improve my life. Well, basically doing that, and that I can become the best version of me again, that I can live up to my full potential, because I think I needed that. So I'll just quickly make a plan for every single part of that, how I can fix it, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alright, so I figured out the solutions for my problem. So basically, what can I change so that I get rid of the problems that I currently have? And I listened them down in the book again. And for the first problem, basically the phone addiction, then the best thing I can do, and it is hard to do, but it is just a full dopamine detox. That's the best thing that I can do. If I go on a full dopamine detox and I don't spend time on my phone anymore, the habit of grabbing my phone every single time will become less and less and less. So what I have to keep trying is doing a dopamine detox. And that is related to another problem that I had, which was a lack of willpower. Because willpower you improve by basically choosing to not give in to these temptations. So if I get an urge to grab my phone, I have to use my willpower to not go on my phone. So basically, by doing a dopamine detox to solve my phone addiction, I also improve my willpower, which is great. Then we have basically the third problem, or the second problem, and that was that I'm not able to move freely. Right now I have just these specific spots or places in my body, like currently my knees and my hips, where I just feel stiff, where I feel pain. So these places I have to strengthen or to stretch. And if I do this every single day, I will be able to move more freely. Also, I have to go to the physiotherapist because he can help me a lot more. But that is the second, or basically the other solution that I got. Then we have bad mental health. Well, basically, I have to do the mental health habits, which are meditation, gratitude journaling, reading, walking in nature, and healing. Healing can be shaking or breath work. Basically, the basic mental health habits, I just have to do them with more consistency, and I haven't been doing that for the last couple of months. And well, it's simple as that. I just have to do that. Improving discipline, how am I gonna do that? Well, I'm basically gonna do a lot more hard things. I think I kind of do that, but I can do that a lot more. So basically do the hard things. Then we have the last problem, because we already talked about the willpower problem, and that is I spend too less time with God. So how am I gonna change that? Basically, make it a habit of study the Bible every single day and pray 2 times a day. So those are a list of things that I have to do every single day, that I have to work on, in order to get rid of all the obstacles that are standing in my way of basically making my full potential. I think I'm just gonna pick some things. I think the best that I can do now is dopamine detox. I can try to do that, which will, as I said, also improve my willpower. And basically going to the physio and looking for a place in my body where it hurts, where I feel stiff, and try to fix that. If I work on those 3 things, I think I will do a lot better. And I think those 3 things will be the focus points for now and are the important parts for now, because it will also aligns a little bit kind of with my purpose of running the marathon right now, which is my biggest priority. So those are the three things that I'm gonna focus on now. So we first have dopamine detox. That's what we're gonna do. During that, we will train our willpower because we're basically improving that skill. And the last thing is going to the physiotherapist and looking for the places in my body where I feel stiff. So if I do those three things for the next couple of weeks, I will get rid of some of my problems that are standing in my way of becoming the best version of me again. And I'm really looking forward to becoming that version again. So yes, it is time that I actually start to work on that shit again. Alright guys, it is the next day. It's Wednesday. Today I normally have school from 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. But currently it is 4:50 p.m. which means I'm home earlier from school. And that's because I got a little setback. I've had PTSD in the past. I've suffered from that the past 2 years basically. I thought everything was going well, that I didn't suffer from it anymore. But unfortunately today, my brain said to me, alright, it's time to take some rest now. So all the alarm bells in my head went off. I started to feel a little bit stressed, started to feel a little bit bad, tired, a bit sick. And after reflecting these feelings, I noticed that it is because I have to take some rest. I had to take some rest from the whole school thing, where all these new influences infiltrate my mind. I just have to take a little break from it. So I decided to go home. Yes, tomorrow I'm free. But this is a little setback in my journey. I don't think it's really that worse. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think I will suffer from panic attacks again or anything like that. But it's just my body saying, alright, I need some rest right now. And that is okay. That is alright. The thing is, I think it shows that I really have to do something on my mental health. And that the comeback that I planned in earlier parts of this video, which was yesterday, that really is necessary, that I really need to do that I should start focusing on getting my mental health back to where it belongs, which is really good, that I just have to do those habits again, that I have to start feeling a little bit, basically that I just have to stop it frying my brain and just have to live in a moment more, because then I will feel better. So I think we're just on the right time for changing what I'm doing. So that's something that we can be happy with. In the next video, I will show how I will start fixing my problems. I will start things that I listed in this video. But as I said, that is for the next video. This was it for this episode of Road to My Dream Life. And I see you guys in the next one. Later.